Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and today I have been through it. So we got up early. We went down to Tokyo Disneyland. We were there at open. We got our tickets, no problem, actually. That was actually, did not take that long at all. And then we just did everything, and I mean everything. We saw every show we wanted to, except for One Man's Dream. And it's kind of strange the way that they have the system working now. Is they have like this lottery system, because I guess everybody wants to see the shows. So you go in and you put your ticket in. It's kind of like a fast pass, only they let you know whether or not you get in. And they were like, no, sorry, I was like, okay, I guess we're missing that show. But we saw every other show, every other show. So it was amazing. And then we rode so many rides. We rode Peter Pan's Flight. We rode Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, Star Tours, Thunder Mountain. We did everything. We saw PhilharMagic. Uh, we just had so much fun. It was great. And their electrical parade is on fucking fleet. Fleet. On fleet. That's how old I am. On fleek is what I meant to say. Yeah, they're on fleet. No, their electrical parade is totally on fleek. It is the best. Like, it's not, okay, no, it's not the best. Paint the Night is the best. Paint the Night is an incredible parade that uses the best technology. But this version of the electrical parade, Dreamlights, is a very close second. It For an electrical parade, like the kind that uses Christmas lights, like the kind that we are used to, that is where it should be, because it is incredible. And it really makes our electrical parade that we're going to be getting back next year look like crap. Like, it really does. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I'm getting off the subject. I was reminded when I was working here, well, of when I was working here, and there was this guy that I was so in love with. And all of my friends that worked with me, they're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. His name was Oikawa. He was one of our bosses. He was one of the leads. And he was beautiful. I mean, just this gorgeous, gorgeous man. And he was so nice and so sweet. And that just made him even sexier to me. You know, like, I needed to be sprayed down whenever I was around him. I was just in heat. He was so hot. And I'm sure he totally knew that I liked him too. Like, he totally knew. But he didn't care. You know, he was a straight guy. And he was dating this cute chick named Naoni Shiwaki, who used to work also. She was another one of our boss. So they had a little inter-office fling going. But I'm going to try to change this. So, yeah, I really loved him a lot. I wonder whatever happened to him, but he was really beautiful, Oikawa-kun. He was gorgeous. Hold on. I'm going to show you my Fitbit, because so normally on a good day when you do a Fitbit, you walk 10,000 steps. On a really good day you do 20. Like, if I'm running a race, I'll do 20,000 steps. Today I did 35,457 steps. Okay, and I walked, how far did I walk? I walked, 16.26 miles. Okay, walking. It was crazy. Lots of walking today. It did remind me of when I lived in Japan. Honestly, when I came home, I was really exhausted. Like, I was totally nodding off. I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of fall asleep a little bit, and I missed the blue fairy of the electrical parade. But that was the only float I missed, because I woke up by the time Mickey and Minnie and the drum went by. But I was like, oh shit, I didn't know it was starting yet. Whoops. Yeah. So anyways, okay, Days of Our Lives. Sorry, I just felt like going down memory lane. Oh, and there was this so there are these like Japanese idols that I'm like really big fans of, and Hideaki Takizawa. Y'all know about my love for him, because that has gone back before Britney Baby One More Time. I mean, that's well documented in that film. In fact, they wrote that into that film because I was so in love with him in real life. That actually wasn't in the original script. They added all that stuff into the script, so that was kind of cool. So yeah, I like him, and I like this kid named Nishiki Ryo. But there's this other kid named Ninomiya Kazunari, who is from this boy band called Arashi, right? And this was, 20 years ago. Some of the members, they were going through that awkward phase. Let's put it that way. They were going through that awkward phase, and now they are all hot, but Nino-kun is hot as hell. And they're in 2 different ads that are on the train. So I was totally snapping pictures of those ads. I thought it was great. Anyways, just thought I'd just take a little veer off into a little tangent. Okay, so Days of Our Lives. Okay, so there's actually, I'm going to say some good things about Days of Our Lives, okay? And some bad. We'll start with the bad. Okay, so one of the bad things is that I feel like Suzanne Rogers, who plays Maggie Horton or Maggie Kyriakis, she's not given enough to do. She is an incredible actress. She's amazing. Like when her daughter Summer came, she was really, that was, although the whole daughter thing was kind of retconned, but you forgive that kind of shit in soaps because that shit happens all the time in soaps. In real life, not so much, but in soaps, it happens all the time. Um, so I was a little disappointed with her reaction because I don't expect her to be a saint, but I didn't expect her to push her away initially. Like that was kind of interesting. Um, but and then Summer ended up leaving town. So I mean, the whole situation just crashed and burned, and it really shouldn't have. That should have actually been a good story for her to reconnect with her daughter. So that was really unfortunate. And one of the ways that I know this is that they had a scene with her and Susan Seaforth Hayes, who plays Julie, and Julie Williams, and they were bickering. This was way back when Nick first came back to town, when Nick was trying to get out of jail, and Julie wanted Nick out of jail, and Maggie was like, hell no, I don't want him out of jail, because her daughter Molly was the Molly. I keep going back and forth with these people's real names. Her daughter, or her granddaughter Melanie, who's played by Molly Burnett, was terrorized by him, and they were, she was afraid that he'd get out. So it made sense. But they fought back and forth, not fought like fist fought, but they argued, and their scenes were great. It was hilarious. They had lots of good barbs between the two of them. I thought it was awesome. Give them more to do. Like, I mean, I know that Bill and Susan Seaforth Hayes, they live in Santa Barbara, and they don't in real life, and they are always on cruises and all that kind of shit, so they can't really, do a full-on story. But Maggie is there. So let her do a story. She is incredible, okay? But one of the good things that I am liking about the show is that they have and this just started, the whole Legion of Doom thing with Orpheus and Clyde and Xander and the jailbreak. Okay, so first of all, kudos to the writing staff for pulling Orpheus out of their ass, because that was literally like 40 years ago. So good for them for getting him, because that was, and the same actor. I mean, that was incredible. So that's the stroke of genius on their part. Second of all, I'm glad that they included Xander, because they made Xander part of a core family, the Kiriakises, and then they just sent him to jail. So obviously he's got an axe to grind, so that's good too. Clyde, I could do without Clyde. I mean, Clyde's not related to anyone on the canvas anymore. He was related to Ben, who's now in the loony bin, and he was related to Jordan, who has left town. She played Bethany on Young and Restless, and she did a really good job in the very short amount of time that she did on Young and the Restless. So she was really good with that. But I would like to see, I'm looking forward to seeing, one thing I did not know was I did not know the role that Eduardo Hernandez would play in the Breakout. Like, I didn't know that. So that was a surprise to me. I like that. I enjoyed that shock. So I give the writers props for that. That was really good. I'm a little bit energized because I got out of the shower, but I have lots of help, including my old friend Lemon Chuhai. I'm enjoying it while I'm here in Japan, to help me get to sleep tonight, because we have to get up early tomorrow, because Tokyo Disney Sea opens an hour earlier than Tokyo Disneyland does. So I'm looking forward to that. But tomorrow I will still do another video. I'll do one about Young and the Restless. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in and hearing about my crazy life in addition to the soap operas. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye, Johnny.